Hi, welcome to Fusion Beads. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Botanical Birds Bracelet. This bracelet is made using gemstone beads with the TierraCast beads and link from the Botanical Birds collection. It also features a 2-strand tube bar clasp for the closure. To make this bracelet, you're going to need the 6mm Verdite round gemstone beads, the 5mm Pewter leaf bead cap by TierraCast in antique silver, the Pewter botanical bead by TierraCast in 13mm in antique silver, and then the Pewter botanical birds link by TierraCast in 21mm in antique silver. You're also going to need 2x2 sterling silver crimp beads, and then the 3.5mm sterling silver crimp bead covers. You're going to use the 16mm 2-strand silver base metal tube bar clasp, soft flex beading wire, crimping pliers, and wire cutters. You can find all of the product links in the description below. Okay, let's get started. So to make the Botanical Birds bracelet, you first want to cut a 5-inch length of your beading wire, and that's just going to be for one section. We're going to start with the top right here. So what you want to do first is take your crimp bead, just string it onto your beading wire, and then string that through. So there's 4 holes here in this link. So the top right, string it through, and then bring it back through the crimp bead. And then you just want to bring that up to the link. Make sure there's a little bit of wiggle room. And you just want to crimp the crimp bead, so using your crimping pliers in this back notch here. You're going to place that crimp bead, just give it a squeeze to crimp it. And then you're going to turn it 90 degrees. In that front notch. And then it just folds over on itself. Okay, so now you have your beading wire attached to your link, and you just want to take your cutters and just cut that tail off. Okay, so then we just want to string up this first little section in the top right here. So we need 2 of the gemstone beads. Bead cap, another gemstone bead, and another bead cap. Those bead caps are going to be just hugging that 3rd bead there. And 2 more gemstone beads. Your botanical bead, and then we got 2 more gemstones, bead cap, 1 gemstone, and another bead cap, so it's just hugging that bead there. So then 2 more gemstones. Okay, so now you just want to take your clasp, and you want it to be the top hole here. Actually, first add a crimp bead, and just string through that top one, and then go back through the crimp bead. Okay, and then just bring that crimp bead up towards the clasp, leaving a little bit of wiggle room. And again, just taking your crimping pliers and that back notch, squeeze and then turn 90 degrees and put in the front notch and crimp again to have that crimp bead fold over on itself. And then with wire cutters, just cut off that little tail at the end. And there is one section out of the 4. So now we just want to add the crimp bead covers. So to do that, take your crimp bead cover, and you're just going to place that over your crimp bead. So the crimp bead just sitting right inside that cover. And then just take your crimping pliers, just bring those ends together. So it'll just look like a little silver bead. You just want to repeat that for the other side. Okay, just put that crimp bead right inside that crimp bead cover. Take your pliers and just bring those ends together so it forms a little bead. Okay, and there you have that top right section of the strand done. So now what we want to do is we just want to do the same thing for the bottom right, connecting it to the bottom of the clasp, and then just repeat that on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so you can see that I did the bottom right just as I did the top right, and then I went ahead and did the top left and the bottom left in the same way. So now my bracelet's all finished, and now you have a sweet little Botanical Birds bracelet to wear any season. You can find all of the tools and materials for this design at fusionbeads.com.